Yeah, one thing, I've known this guy for a long time. We used to teach Pure Love Alliance 20 years ago. Anyway, he is really passionate about teaching youth about purity, and I think True Mother appointed him in this role because really the purpose and essence of YSP is about raising youth to have hyojang. But in order to really have hyojang, it's really important for the youth to keep a pure heart. So Dr. Kittel, this has been his passion his whole life. It's about educating youth about purity. So it's really an honor to have him speak to us directly. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Robert Kittel.
When I got here yesterday, I shared with Naokimi the presentation that I had planned to give. He asked me to ditch it. Yeah, he said they don't want information, they want inspiration. He did say that. And then I was supposed to speak in the evening, and he changed that. He said, no, come and speak in the morning. And then I'm expecting the computer to be here so that I can have some kind of, where do you live? All right, here's it. I don't have a computer here, which I normally have. And then he didn't give me a t-shirt. So I wonder, he wants me to inspire you, so the first thing I can do is take off my tie, suit and tie, and be with you, okay? Thank you. No more. So I want to share with you one story and then connect it with what we are doing. You don't know this man. We had a program in Nepal. I used to live in Nepal for 10 years. In fact, our daughter graduated from high school in Nepal. And we had a program at the International Day of Families, the United Nations holiday, and this was the place that we visited. It was an orphanage, and this is Ron Carton. He was the founder and director of the orphanage. We had speakers, our national leader at the time, Honorable Eknath Nikal, and we had representation from the royal family, and also I spoke. But I want to share with you the story that the founder and the director shared with us. We gave out gifts to the children at the orphanage. But this is Ron Carton. I want you to look at his feet. When he was born in Nepal with this disability, in his family, oh no, you have a child who is disabled. Immediately, the father started to accuse the mother. What did you do? The neighbors began to accuse, oh, what evil spirit lives in your house? So he was rejected. His father left him. His mother had to raise him by herself. He never went to school. And later, his mother left him also, and he was orphaned. He would beg at the Hindu temple every day. For 27 years, he was begging. He would collect a few coins, and he hid them underground and buried them so nobody could find them. And then Nepal went through a civil war, 15 years of struggle between the Maoists and the democratic and monarch forces. And lots and lots and lots of children were orphaned. And so after 27 years, he decided to do something. During the time he was begging, he tried to commit suicide 5 times. He had no hope. And then he said, I can help these other children who are orphans. I was orphaned, he said in an interview, so I did not want other innocent children to suffer as I had done. In essence, he overcame self-pity by pitying others more than himself. He established the Joint Disability Unity Awaz Center, an orphanage. And in the process, this shoeless beggar discovered one of life's most greatest lessons. You do not lose by giving to others. You gain. Living for others allows the giver to receive. By giving to others, you receive great joy, deep satisfaction, and inner peace. Priceless gifts. And now, Karki has been so busy caring for his children at the orphanage, he could not get married, so they call them his children. He had no time left to pity himself. Self-pity. First characteristic of self-pity is always justifiable. It's completely justifiable. And that's you get caught in that web. If we look at the example of the fall, the archangel, and then God created Adam and Eve. In terms of love, God loved the archangel the same. But God loved Adam and Eve more, and the archangel felt as if God loved him less. The archangel had self-pity. Oh, God doesn't love me enough. And it's true from the archangel perspective. Self-pity is true. It's always true. Another characteristic. It's always destructive. Bitter, resentful, complain, angry, because your self-pity is justified. So are the negative emotions that go with that. And we look at the 4 fallen natures. Interestingly, the first one is, what happened? They plucked that. The first one is emotional. Not loving from God's point of view. The other 3 are action-oriented. Not leaving the proper position, reversing the order, and multiplying evil. The third point of self-pity is always solvable. You can solve that. Live for the sake of others. You can make this decision to change and live for others. And that's what this Peace Designers program is really about. You can take responsibility. Instead of accusing and being the victim and let others take away your responsibility. Father said this in the Divine Principle. God endowed human beings with a portion of responsibility. And this is the principal difference between human beings and the rest of creation. Responsibility. So by taking responsibility, you overcome self-pity. You overcome this victim mentality. Responsibility not just for doing the right thing, but here's the hard part. Take responsibility for the mistakes of others. That's why the legal system is set up. You have to prove I did it. Prove that I am at fault. Then maybe I will be responsible. That's not the realm of the heart. And it's not how we make heroes. Let's look. Jesus. He took responsibility for the Jewish people to fail to understand who he was. Wow. He didn't cause their failure. He didn't cause the disbelief of the Jewish people. But I will take responsibility so that God's providence can continue. In the Bible it says this, "For this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. This charge I received from my Father." And Father echoes this in the Divine Principle. After Jesus realized the people's disbelief was unalterable, he chose the path of the cross. Jesus chose the path of the cross. He chose to take responsibility for a mistake that he did not make. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, what mistake had been made that he took responsibility for? It was idol worship. The people were worshiping God in stones and idols. The Prophet Muhammad did not cause that, but he said, I will take responsibility for something I did not cause. Buddha, what responsibility did he take? Selfish craving. I will take responsibility, and he developed the 4 paths. I will help people overcome this selfish. Buddha didn't cause that, but he took responsibility. Nelson Mandela did not cause apartheid in South Africa, but I will take responsibility for something I didn't cause. These are heroes, Nobel laureates. Mother Teresa, she didn't cause the destitution and death in Calcutta, but she said, I will take responsibility for this problem that I did not cause. Martin Luther King didn't cause segregation, the violation of human rights. I will take responsibility. I have a dream that we can overcome this together. Amazing. Abraham Lincoln did not cause slavery, but I will take responsibility. I will free the slaves. And it wasn't really the slaves that he freed. He freed white people from thinking they are superior to black people and enslaving them. Slavery started in the mind of white people. Our true parents. What responsibility are our true parents taking that they did not cause? Wow. Do you know what has pained God's heart most, causing him the greatest grief over the long history since the fall of our first human ancestors? God lost his lineage. Father and mother did not cause the lineage of God to be lost, but they said, this is the responsibility that we will take. And when he lost his lineage, he lost the right of ownership. The deepest grieving heart of God. Father said, I will take responsibility for that. Mother, our true mother, established the Youth and Students for Peace. Well, people ask, what is YSP? The answer is very simple. Why did Mother establish YSP? What was her motivation? What problem did she want to solve that she did not create? Mother talks about it all the time in her speeches. Selfish individualism and the lack of filial piety. These are the fundamental issues that young people need to deal with. And we as a group of young people can make a change in this world, in ourselves, and in others. When Mother established YSP, this is one of the quote from her. Who are you? Who are you? You are the Chanilguk Special Forces who must work hard to create the environment to expand Chanilguk throughout the world. As you attend, true parents, brave warriors, taking responsibility for things that you didn't cause. I hope you will go out with that confidence. These are the brave warriors, and she referred to this play, or what do you call it, serial of the Korean melodrama, yeah? When True Mother launched YSP internationally in Thailand, this is what she said. The youth and student movement is the hope and the wish of humankind. It will open the world of one human family, one lineage, one God, one true parent, one heavenly parent. We can establish that lineage, that culture, that tradition, that education, everything that goes with that. We can do that. Young people have unlimited energy. You can do that. Not me. I'm getting old. It will open the world of one human family for freedom, equality, peace, unity, and happiness, which fulfills God's dream. That's what we are here for. That's why Mother established YSP. The goals of YSP are very simple. In my mind, I want to make True Mother successful. I believe when Mother is successful, we will solve all of the problems of our movement, inside all of the problems of this world. Because Mother is leading this with clear vision and direction. So, I want to make True Mother successful. That's the heart of filial piety that we all need to have. Filial children, they don't look at the mistakes. They take responsibility for them. You don't have to have perfect parents. You don't need that. If you have the filial heart and your father or mother does something wrong, take responsibility. Don't accuse. Don't blame. Don't be bitter. Take responsibility. The second goal of YSP, to give the principal guidance and direction to young people so everyone in this world can begin to have this heart, this culture, and this peace. Thank you very much.
Let's give one more hand to Dr. Kittel. Yeah, as you can see, he really has a heart for education.